Oh my God, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. Oh my God, we got Fedor in the studio.
See Patrice.
Once again, a real man walking into the studio, just humbling everybody. Hey Patrice, I bet you he eats meat.
I don't know.
This guy isn't a vegetarian, a vegan.
The first thing I ask is
a vegan, whatever.
Are these guys gonna treat me like that in the movie Hostel?
Они будут меня бить, эти ребята здесь, или они будут спокойно сидеть?
Да, no. You ever seen that movie?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's the most dangerous one right there with the turtleneck.
No.
The most dangerous out of everybody.
Вот маленький, он самый опасный, я вижу. Он самый опасный выглядит.
Holy shit, man.
Fedor,
wow.
Could you do us a favor? Could you hit him?
Ты можешь его, пожалуйста, удать?
Fedor, man.
Fedor. Yes.
We are, thank you for coming. We're very happy you're here.
We're all big fans. Big time. Big fans of Fedor, and I don't even want to look him in the eye.
Why?
I don't want to mess this up. I like to live, and
how is he the most dangerous guy in the world? This is amazing.
Look at him. You want him to...
No, I'm saying, dude, this dude is the most dangerous man on the planet Earth.
So how are you saying
How?
He looks like a nice man. He looks like a nice guy.
He is a nice guy. He can just mush your face with his fist.
It looks like if I bumped into him, if I didn't know it was Fedor, and I bumped into him in the streets, I would go, hey, dude, watch your fucking self. Like I would think I would say that.
Oh, my God, I hope this guy's translating correctly.
Yeah, dude, I hope...
Tell you, now you saying that right?
Don't fuck it up.
I'm not.
Don't fuck shit up. Slowly.
It's with respect, man.
How does he get sarcasm? Because I know, Patrice, you know the Dutch don't get sarcasm.
Yeah. Can you translate sarcasm?
Russians get sarcasm, right?
Russians get sarcasm.
Yeah, Dutch people don't get that shit at all.
How great would it be if Fedor just broke Patrice's jaw?
Oh, shit. As he's saying, as he's going, yeah, this fat nigga said he could take you. What?
Now we got Fedor laughing.
Tap out.
We got a smile on his face now. Patrice, chill, man. Holy crap.
What? No. Let me shut the fuck up.
He looks...
Я закрою рот.
Even Bobby was right there. We were talking about the stare down before.
Yeah.
And Fedor just looks like a friendlier guy.
Yeah,
like he doesn't look like he's trying to intimidate you.
No, he looks like a really nice guy. He could be the Russian Santa Claus.
Он может быть как Дед Мороз русский.
Right. I made him laugh. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God he got that.
So, question. Now, this is my real question. I know he's fighting Arlovsky, but in his opinion, right? And I know he don't care about anybody because he fought that giant Chinese dude in Boston.
Korean. It was a Korean guy.
Who is he the most? If he had to take himself out the mix, who is the baddest dude out there? The best fighter?
Besides him.
Не себя, кроме тебя. Кто самый сильный боец в мире, кроме тебя?
Я бы выделил, наверное, несколько бойцов.
I could probably consider a couple fighters that are besides me.
Наверное, первая десятка. Андрей Орловский, Ким Сильвия, Фрэнк Мир.
Frank Mir.
Yeah, Frank Mir, Andrei Arlovsky, Tim Sylvia. Those are guys in the top 5, top 10.
Is Rocky IV his favorite Rocky?
Randy Couture. Какой твой самый любимый Rocky? Rocky 4?
Was that a happy ending or a sad ending for you?
Тебе нравится Rocky кино?
Я смотрел, но мне не особо.
Yeah, no, I've seen the Rocky movies, but I'm not that huge of a fan.
Okay. How about
Нравится иногда он с Расселом Кроу.
I like the movie Knockdown with Russell Crowe.
All right.
I'm not sure what the English title was, but it's a movie with Russell. Oh, probably
the
fighter movie, the boxer movie with
yeah. That was we called it Cinderella Man.
Cinderella Man.
We gave it a little. Russians gave it a cool name. We gave it a gay name.
Русские называли хорошее имя. Мы называли Cinderella. Cinderella мужчина.
How about you didn't mention Brock Lesnar? Is Brock Lesnar, do you think, just getting too much press and too much attention?
Ты думаешь, что Брок Леснер слишком много прессы получает, но он не заслужил?
Нет, ни в коем случае. Я хотел назвать Брока Леснара, но не успел.
No, you don't. Not at all. I actually wanted to list Brock Lesnar on that list, but you guys cut me off.
Who cut you off? I certainly didn't mean to.
Wasn't me.
Кто не успел? Кто тебе не дал успеть?
Sir. Hey, so would you rather? Do you really want to fright Randy Couture?
Do you want to fright? Do you want to fright?
I'm a little scared, Jimmy. Okay.
Он неправильно говорит слово, он сказал, я боюсь сейчас.
If you punched his neck, do you think he could fix it?
Если ты ударишь его в шею, ты думаешь, ты можешь починить его шею, а то у него кривая
I hate the
шея.
fact that he pointed at me and they're both just laughing at my neck.
And his fist would just go right through.
Его рука бы просто прошла через его шею.
Norton to become the shape of his fist.
Norton looks like a Fedor clone that didn't make it.
Он выглядит как Федор клоун, но не получилось. Что-то не получилось.
Is he bummed out that he's not going to be able to fight
Ты расстроен,
Randy Couture?
ты не сможешь которым иметь бой.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Да нет, я не расстроен. На самом деле мне больше нравится общаться в жизни, чем... Хотелось бы пообщаться в жизни с Рэнди, узнать, какой он поближе.
No, I'm not terribly disappointed because, you know, I like hanging out with him. We're friends and I've got a lot of affection for him. So without meeting him in the ring at this point, it enables me to grow our friendship more.
So it's harder for you to fight somebody that you like? Is it harder? Do you have to not like them?
Тебе сложнее драться с человеком, с кем ты имеешь симпатику?
Честно сказать, не совсем хотелось бы, конечно.
Well, yeah. I mean, in this particular case, if I had my preference, I'd rather not fight him, as opposed to another opponent.
Now, I think he knows that. I think Couture's a great fighter, but I think Couture's an older. I was worried about Randy. I like Randy too, and I was worried about him fighting Fedor because I think he's an older guy. And he would have had serious trouble.
Yeah, but that's not what he told Randy when he was in here.
No, I told Randy. Believe me, I sucked up to Randy too. When Randy was sitting here, I said, "Oh, Randy, you'll kill him, Randy. He doesn't have a chance."
Ты Федора убьешь. Когда Рэнди здесь сидел, он лизывал Рэнди.
Married? Is he married?
Ты женат? No.
So is it some fighting groupies out there?
Так у тебя есть там, ну, девчонки, которые крутятся вокруг
Girls
тебя.
who love to fight.
Которые...
Did you ever bang a Jersey chick?
Да, ты когда-то был с девочкой из Нью-Джерси?
Well, you know what groupie?
I just want to hear that translated.
Dude, did you translate what a groupie is, though? You translate what a
Группе это
groupie?
девочки, которые висят за тебя, когда ты около ринга и все.
Little CBiakas on the side, baby.
CBiakas.
Just some, you know, like they just love them.
Но есть такие девушки, которые приходят в зал или стараются с тобой встречаться?
Ну, возможно, есть. Но я православный христианин, и я не...
Yeah, no, I mean these type of girls exist, but you know I'm a practicing Christian and I try to keep.
Well, you had the toughest fight.
Я тоже.
You said Mirko Krokop was the toughest fight that you had, the toughest one, and he had a lot of trouble when he came over. He lost a couple of fights. Why do you think he lost when he left Pride and came over to UFC?
Ты сказал, Крокап был самый, один сильный соперник, который ты имел бой. Чего ты думаешь, когда он приехал в UFC, он имел проблемы здесь?
Was it like the cage, fighting the cage?
Из-за клетки или чего?
Да нет, клетка здесь совершенно ни при чем. Я думаю, что наступил у него момент, когда Мирка не смог психологически.
No, I don't think the cage made any difference. I just think that he got to the point where psychologically, I think he had some issues and he wasn't able to overcome those when he came over here.
I like the way you put, like in your translation, you act like the character, you act kind of like him in it. You put the emotion into it too. Like
Nice.
you just translate.
I appreciate it.
You have the little angry stare, like you're saying it.
The inflection is perfect.
I heard something about you too, which was that you tried to not hurt your opponent too badly. And then if he doesn't respond to that kindness and he starts to be even more aggressive, then you really have to put him down.
Слышал, когда ты заходишь в ринг, ты старайся не сильно тревожить твоего соперника, но если он потом на тебя делает злой, тогда ты уже больше на него кидаешься. Это правда?
Да нет, думаю, нет. Я стараюсь сделать свою работу максимально хорошо в ринге.
No, I don't think that's the case. I just try to, perform my work to the maximum of my ability. So if I've got to take somebody out, I got to take him out.
Who doesn't he like? in terms of fighters, like where you just like,
от бойцов,
I'll fight him in the street.
Кто тебе не нравится? Кто тебе, если ты даже улице с ними имел бой, если есть какие-то бойцы, с кем ты, ну, они просто тебе не нравятся?
Да нет, я со всеми бойцами в хороших отношениях, и со всеми интересно общаться, узнавать что-то новое о них, не только в бою, но и в жизни.
No, I'm pretty well respected, and
Nobody
I get along.
Nobody talks shit. Nobody's talking any shit.
Никто против тебя плохие слова не говорят.
It's the same thing as Anderson Silva, though. Like, it just seems like he's there, and like he's there. Anderson Silva's there. I can't even name who else would be in that level where it's just people just don't want to mess around with him.
Люди с тобой тебя не тревожат.
Like, people just go, they're just gonna.
Nobody wants to badmouth him because they don't want it to get back to him in case they have to fight him.
That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, he likes to get to know the fighters, and not only in the ring, but
has
also
he ever been afraid of somebody?
Ты когда-то боялся кого-то?
He's going to say no to that. Come on.
Fighters are true. No, fighters are afraid.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're all people. I mean, we get nervous, so...
With that, what is he afraid of in this world?
Ты что-то боишься в мире?
If it's not like another fighter.
Ну, если никто другой боец, ну, какие-то вещи, которые тебя тревожат.
What scares Fedor?
What if he says spiders? What are you looking for?
It probably is something
We don't care about his phobias. We want to know what wants it.
I'm actually curious. I want to know.
Thank you.
I want to know.
If everyone is scared of eye socket through the back of his skull.
No, I actually want to know because as a person, he's a great fighter. But like, what as a guy, you fight him?
Просто как человек, если ты боишься что-то.
На самом деле я не задумался. Наверное, есть какая-то, ну, не боязнь, но не то, что, наверное, неприязнь, что ли, или даже не неприязнь. Ну, боязнь, наверное, будет, когда большого паука увидишь.
Well, I haven't really thought about it, but I mean, I'm sure, I've got some sort of concerns or fears. Like, if I saw a big spider, I'd probably be a little nervous about it.
And then you punch it in the face.
His fucking phobias for, like, why not? Scared of the dark?
Hey, can I ask you a question? What style of martial arts do you? I mean, sambo, but you have Brazilian jiu-jitsu, right?
Нет, я джиу-джитсу не занимаюсь.
No, not jiu-jitsu.
Я занимаюсь самбо.
Sambo mostly.
So what is? I don't understand what that. I don't understand what that is fully.
Что-то самбо, ну, приблизительно.
Like, where is it?
Ну, самбо это один из видов борьбы. Я думаю, что изначально он дал толчок, изначально самбо подготовила меня к боям, а позже уже пришлось самому развиваться и брать какие-то приемы из самбо.
Yeah, well, sambo's kind of like my foundation. That's what I grew up with. It's a national sport in Russia. It's kind of like judo. It prepares you very well for mixed martial arts. But once I started practicing mixed martial arts, then I picked up different disciplines: boxing, Muay Thai.
То есть полностью полагаться на какую-то одну дисциплину здесь.
You can't in this day and age in MMA you can't depend on one discipline of martial arts. So you've got to become well rounded.
That's what I was going to ask. Like where I most love watching martial arts was back with when the Gracies, movies like Bloodsport and stuff, where it's like, what does he think about, okay, let's have a tournament where it's like, okay, Sambo versus Kung Fu,
Самбо против Kung Fu, против другие дисциплины, если бы был такой турнир.
Like just your thing versus my thing and what I trained for years.
Против твоего.
Like would he put Sambo?
Я думаю, наша победила.
I think ours would win.
That's what I'm saying. Would you put Sambo up against? Would he put Sambo up against all of that?
Smiles on the couch right now.
Самбо бы выиграл, да?
Здесь еще зависит не только от того вида, которым владеешь, а от личных качеств спортсмена.
Yeah, well, it's not only based on the actual specialization and discipline, but also the athlete that's practicing it.
Right.
So, but sambo is generally one of the most well-rounded disciplines out there.
Я думаю, что самбо один из наиболее эффективных видов борьбы.
It's one of the most effective forms of fighting. Just top to bottom.
Do they teach that to the military? Is that where?
Yeah, it's actually originally it's developed from the. There's two different sambos. It's sambo and combat sambo, which is the military sport that involves striking as well.
Is sambo like Aikido's, where it's made to get you out of there quickly, like not play around with you?
Ты должен просто быстро выйти, или как самбо по времени, или просто сразу. Этот спорт специфично твой соперник, ну, просто он вышел быстро?
Ну нет, на самом деле, конечно, все направлено на то, чтобы закончить бой как можно быстрее.
Yeah, it's everything's designed to basically finish a fight as early as possible.
Но бой может и затянуться, то есть если два спортсмена одинакового уровня.
But if there's two athletes that are of equal levels, then it could take a while.
I think, as far as I'm concerned, you're undefeated. The one fight,
Я знаю, ты никогда не проиграл. Там один бой.
the one loss that Fedor took was 17 seconds into a fight. It was an elbow to his forehead, which the doctor stopped the fight. And you actually should have won because the elbow was illegal. Are you bitter about that loss?
Ты как-то расстроен вот этот один раз, когда он тебя ударил с локотом, и, конечно, ты должен был выиграть этот бой, но просто не видели локоть. Ты как-то расстроен от когда у тебя поражение одно на твою историю?
Нет, совершенно нет. Сейчас я совершенно не расстроен, и что Бог не делает, все к лучшему.
No, I mean today it really doesn't make a difference. I mean, you know, whatever, it's God's will, and you know, unfortunately that it turned out as a technical loss, but it doesn't really bother me.
На тот момент, когда я получил рассечение, было, конечно, немножко неприятно, потому что я выбывал из турнира.
Yeah, I mean, at that point it was really upsetting because it was actually part of a tournament, so I was eliminated from that tournament because of that, technical situation. So he avenged that loss eventually at the same time.
And he also what's the hardest hit he's taken? I'm going to guess the Kevin Randleman drop on the neck. Was there any hit he's taken that's been harder than that?
Какой самый сильный удар, который ты когда-то пропускал? Он думает, да, из-за Кевин Рэндлман, когда он тебя на шею уронил.
На самом деле, наверное, один из самых опасных ударов это был удар Фуджиты.
Yeah, I mean, I think actually one of the most dangerous punches that I took is I missed a strike from Fujita when I was fighting him.
Конечно, Kevin тоже.
And obviously, yeah, Kevin also, you know, that was dangerous because, you know, I could have landed the wrong.
How did it feel when that 7'4" Korean fell on him?
Как чувствовалось, когда этот огромный кореец на тебя упал всего его весом? Как это чувствовал?
Ну, все равно, что плитой придавили. Бетонной плитой придавили.
Yeah, it felt like a big cement block. It kind of just crushed me.
His forearm was on his face, and it covered his whole head. The guy's forearm.
На твое лицо, мы не могли видеть твою голову.
Ну да, на самом деле, когда я оказался, думаю, надо выбираться как-то.
Yeah, no, I remember, you know, when I was down there, I was like, okay, I got to get out of here, because
it hurts?
Потому что болело.
Нет, ничего не болело, но было ощущение, что он меня полностью накрыл.
No, it didn't hurt. It's just I got the feeling that I was just kind of engulfed and just, you know, just covered by this guy.
Yeah, he was, that guy, right?
He from the bottom. I don't know how. I mean, that's what makes him such a good heavyweight, is that he's a big guy, really strong, but he's fast like a middleweight. He's really fast. Yeah, it's just fast. Yo, you're welcome.
Did you fight Bob Sapp?
Is Bob Sapp a male boy?
No, you never fought Bob Sapp. Is he in the same thing?
No. Bob Sapp тогда не дошел до меня, он проиграл Мирко Крокопу.
Yeah, Bob Sapp was in the same tournament as I was, but he lost to Krokop, and so I met Krokop in the finals.
Okay. And how about what's his name when he was in his prime? I never seen tape of him in Silva, not Anderson, but the other one.
Vanderlei Silva не имел боев в Прайде, да?
Нет, тоже мы не встречались.
No, we just you know, it didn't work out where we didn't get a chance to meet.
Do you like the UFC, or I mean, because you guys never got together, you've never fought in the UFC ever, right?
Ты никогда не дрался в UFC, но тебе нравится, ты бы хотел драться там?
Я смотрю соревнования UFC, интересно смотреть, конечно, некоторые бои.
Yeah, I watch the UFC fights. It's interesting to watch some of their fights.
Но что касается организаторов, то мы не смогли с ними договориться.
But you know, with respect to the organizers of the UFC, you know, we weren't able to come to terms on working together.
I saw the Last Affliction pay-per-view, the Tim Sylvia fight. I suggest if you get it, you watch all the fighters, because Fedor's fights tend to not go too long. You beat up Tim Sylvia the way Tim Sylvia would beat me up.
Ты убил Тим Силвия, как он бы убил меня.
How did you destroy him as easily as you destroyed him?
Так просто закончить этим силой.
Ну, с Божьей помощью удалось.
Well, with luck, it was a quick fight.
I love all his modesty as he's beating the shit out of everybody in the world.
Мне нравится, как он такой спокойный, как он всех убивает, но он говорит, это из-за счастья, не из-за его рука.
I want to lucky somebody's ass like that.
Я бы хотел иметь такое счастье, как он имеет.
He's just like a nice guy that knows how to. So where did all? Okay, so if you, because I'm not a nice guy, because like if I knew this shit,
я не хороший человек.
Like if I knew how to fight,
я бы знал, как драться.
If I knew how to fight, I'd just be an asshole.
Я бы просто был негодяй.
So it's like,
если я знал, как драться.
What was your fuel as a kid? Because I'm sure you trained as a kid. What was your fuel as a kid to even want to be this dangerous? What's the fuel?
Чего ты хотел быть таким сильным, таким хорошим бойцом? Какая причина ты имел? Бить людей или какой-то другой причина?
Like his drive, like, what is it to...
Хотелось набраться мастерства, хотелось войти в сборную страны на тот момент. Хотелось выступать, представлять Россию на международных соревнованиях.
Well, at the time, it was really more as an athlete. I wanted to represent my country. This was a sport, and I wanted to master that sport, so I could be on the national level and be well known as someone that was the best at that sport and for his country.
Because it's big in Russia. It's big.
But he never had a day job, right? He never did.
У тебя не была другая работа. Ты всегда дрался?
Сначала боролся, больше боролся.
Yeah, no. First, I was just, I was fighting.
He's never had like a job, like at a hot dog stand, at a soccer park.
He just said first he was beefing, just beefing in general.
That's it.
Тренером и сторожем работал.
No, I was a trainer. I trained people how to fight.
И был сторожем в своем спортивном клубе.
And I worked in the sports club, just kind of clean.
Was he a fighter, like in terms of someone bumping into him at the train station, fighter?
Если скажем,
drinking fighter?
Ты трамвай станции, кто-то тебя как-то подтолкнул, ты дрался с ними?
At a bar fight?
Если ты был в клубе или в баре, или кто-то с тобой, кто-то тебя тревожил, ты дрался с ними?
But not now, though.
На улице.
Not now. I'm talking about just when he was before he was a trained weapon. Yeah, he just was walking down the street.
Да, если ты просто на улице ходил и кто-то тебя тревожил, да, ты с ними дрался?
Нет, на самом деле у меня таких ситуаций не было. До армии был, наверное, молодой, а после армии уже и взгляды были другие. То есть все решалось, если и была какая-то конфликтная ситуация, все решалось словесно.
No, I mean, I was pretty young, and then I went into the army, and I was just lucky not to really get into any confrontations. And once I got into the army, it was dealt with differently there.
Right.
When is the last time you got beat up? I mean, it's obviously not professionally. Was it when you were in the army? Was it when you were a teenager?
Когда последний раз кто-то тебя побил, ты был в позиции, где действительно кто-то тебя побил хорошо, или в молодости, или в армии, или когда-то был момент, где ты получил?
Ну вот, пару часов назад мой друг меня обыграл в шахматы.
Well, a couple hours ago, my friend beat me in chess.
Но я его уже отыгрался.
But
that's the other national thing.
Jimmy's a big chess guy.
Yeah, like big Bobby Fischer fan.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Physically.
That's good. What's wrong with you?
Well,
Bobby Fischer, любишь?
Who do you think is the next guy besides you? Who's coming up now that is going to be the next Fedor?
Кто ты думаешь следующий после тебя будет? Который будет следующий Федор?
Не знаю. Я не задумываюсь над этим. Наверное, кто-то сменит меня все-таки.
I don't know. I don't really think about it.
Может, это будет скоро, может быть, это
But I know somebody will replace me at some point. I just, maybe it'll be soon, maybe it'll be quite later.
Doesn't he have a brother too? You have a brother?
У тебя брат тоже дерется.
Fighting?
Да, брат дерется, но бьется, да, потихонечку.
Yeah, he fights.
He's really good too, though, right?
Да, он тоже хороший боец, да?
Хороший.
Yeah, very talented.
Yeah. Are you training him? Are you helping him out maybe to get into MMA?
Было время, когда мы работали вместе. Сейчас он несколько лет уже занимается отдельно, у него другие тренера, он в Санкт-Петербурге.
Yeah, there was a time when we trained together, but now he lives in a different city. He lives in St. Petersburg, and he has different trainers, and he trains on his own.
Right. I saw footage of you training. It was outdoors, and then you were doing some wrestling moves, and it looked like it was almost in a little schoolhouse. It was bare bones, not at all fancy. It was very, very low budget. Do you kind of train like that on purpose?
Это было такое простое место, знаешь, как маленькая школа. И ты специально так тренируешься, без большой красоты, и все, это было на улице.
Да нет, я всю жизнь так тренируюсь. Это мой родной спортзал, поэтому.
No, it's the way that it's where I've trained all my life. It's my hometown. It's basically the gym that I grew up in. And that's where I prefer to train.
And he doesn't do like, a lot of MMA fighters in the UFC are these guys are just shredded. They go on these diets and, they protein drinks and all that. He doesn't do any of that. He eats what he wants. He trains hard, and he's pretty much is what he is, right?
Ты не как другие бойцы, которые кушают, там витамины и как специальные напитки и все. Ты кушаешь, что ты хочешь, и ты тренируешься сильно и серьезно. И ты как-то делаешь эти новые вещи, как другие бойцы делают, или...
Ну, я думаю, что в первую очередь не в этом заключается, скажем так, успех в спорте.
Yeah, I don't think your fortunes in the ring are really dependent on all these gimmicky things that people do.
Я думаю, что в первую очередь зависит от внутреннего характера, от веры, веры в себя, веры в Бога и от той работы, которую спортсмен выполняет, а не от того, какую таблетку он съест.
No, I believe instead of what pill you take or anything else, it really more depends on what you've got inside of you, your determination, your heart. Your belief in yourself and God and your training, and as hard as you work to get to where you need to be.
So I'd never make it in MMA, is what he's saying.
Так он никогда не попадет в MMA, да? Почему ты говоришь, что я просто никогда не попаду в MMA, потому что ты сделал лист от всех вещей, которые я не имею.
He's never laughed harder, Bobby. That's what I could translate that one.
Do you think you could train a guy like this to be a fighter?
Ты думаешь, такой парень как этот, ты можешь его тренировать быть бойцом?
Or at least a man.
Или хотя бы мужчина. Ты можешь его хотя бы потренировать быть мужчиной?
Sam, show him your body, please.
He said, of course, I can train anybody.
You could train, really?
Да, ты можешь даже с ним поработать.
Одно дело заниматься на серьезные результаты, другое дело заниматься для себя, чтобы быть в тонусе и чтобы уметь постоять.
Well, there's one thing about working to have some serious results, and then the other thing is just training to at least get to a certain level where you're considered.
How hard would it be to put a rear naked choke on this chinless ass right here?
Как сложно бы ты
сделал
болевой прием сразу на этого человека, потому что у него нету много шеи. Ты бы мог сделать, удушить его?
Если голова на чем-то вертится.
Yeah, as long as the head is on something, I'll find it.
It's very weak. It's very tough.
You're gonna put a chin lock with no chin. What do you do, dude? Other than this, you roll with him?
I am also his attorney. So.
Oh, really?
You're a lawyer. And his translator.
For M1 Global, it's the promotional company that promotes Fedor.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
M1 Global.
It's gonna be a hell of a pay-per-view.
You fight?
No.
You just wear cool sweaters?
It's cold, man. I'm from LA, so I had to bust out the
sweater. And you only take 2% from him, right?
Yeah. I'm on salary.
So, Arlovsky, it's kind of hard to picture anybody having a chance in a fight against you. You've never fought Arlovsky before, I don't think. What is it that makes this guy ready to fight you?
Сложно представить, да вообще кто-то может у тебя выиграть. Орловский никогда с тобой не дрался, и он чувствует, он имеет шанс выиграть. Чего ты думаешь, как ты думаешь, это Орловский, и да, он говорит, он готов на этот бой?
Конечно, у любого бойца есть шанс.
Yeah, any fighter has a chance.
Все могут реализовать себя в бою.
Anybody can realize their best potential in a fight.
Андрей мне очень нравится как боец.
I like Andrei very much as a fighter.
Он разносторонний, У него быстрые руки.
He's very well rounded. He's got really quick hands.
Is he on the upswing or is he because he had some real heavy momentum for a minute when he used to wear his fang teeth and all that stuff, and he seemed to be the most dangerous dude in UFC for a minute, and then he lost to Silva. What's his status now in terms of should he be fighting Fedor right now, or is it like he's lucky to be fighting Fedor?
Как его старость сегодня? То он в одном моменте его считались очень опасным, когда он был в UFC, но потом он проиграл у Силви. Но сегодняшний день как он стоит? Он заслужил с собой весь бой?
Ну, конечно. Он один из самых опасных бойцов в мире.
No, absolutely. I mean, he's won his last couple fights in a row, and he's one of the most dangerous fighters in the world, so he definitely deserves to be.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody's dangerous, but it's like, okay, like Tim Silva, he was riding high after he beat Arlovsky, or even like Rampage. Rampage was riding high after he beat who'd he beat when he was riding high?
Liddell.
Chuck, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Is Arlovsky on this thing now, like how Frank Mir is on, where he just won, and now it's time to see him, right? You know, where's Arlovsky? Is he
вверх, и вот как Rampage, когда он выиграл у Liddell, он тоже шел наверх. Ну, Arlovsky тоже сейчас идет вверх, или он идет вниз в его карьеру?
Я думаю, что у Андрея карьера идет только вверх.
No, I think he's definitely on the rise. You know, he fought on the same card as Fedor fought when he fought Sylvia, and he looked great.
Right.
And he won his next fight after that.
I mean, he's a bad-looking dude. Like,
Он выглядит как он серьезно.
You know, and he wears his little fangs and stuff.
Зубы выходят.
He's a bad-looking dude, you know?
Да.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, even if you know how to fight, you look at a dude like Arlovsky, he just looks dangerous. He just looks dangerous, and it's just like, does that have any, like, what does he do to talk to himself to go, this dude looks dangerous, and he is dangerous, but I'm dangerous-er.
Как ты себя успокаиваешь? Вот ты видишь на Орловске, он выглядит такой опасный, но как ты себя уговариваешь, но я даже более опасный?
Нет, я так не думаю. Я совсем об этом не думаю.
No, I don't even think about it. I don't think whether I'm dangerous-er. Or I just go along.
You know who I'd like to see? Would you ever fight a guy like Gabriel Gonzaga? Would you ever see yourself? Because he impressed everybody when he beat Krokop with that kick to the head. I mean, that was devastating. You ever see yourself fighting him? He's a guy I kind of like.
Боец как Гейбриэл Гонзага, то он очень красиво выглядел, когда он выиграл у Крокапа. Ты думаешь иметь бой с ним?
Ну, если меня сведут с ним, я, конечно, буду биться.
И что ты знаешь от него?
К сожалению, не очень много.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know that much about him, but if it comes down to it, where somebody can organize a fight with me and him, then I'd be more than happy to fight him.
Did he ever fight somebody that just stunk?
That's what I was going to ask.
You know what I mean? That just made him want to puke because it was like, it just smells.
Oh, smell literally.
Yeah.
I thought you meant.
Yeah, I don't mean
smell literally or just stunk?
Smell both. Well, you had to hit mine and his.
No, he's not going to say.
No, there's some guys that really don't want to fight because they stink.
Когда ты дрался с кем-то, который просто вонял, не только вонял в ринге, но вонял вообще, пахнул плохо. Запах был плохой.
Come on.
The big Korean dude, he had to miss something behind his knees.
The Korean dude smelled like seaweed.
Какой запах?
Smelled like miso soup.
Он как суп или суши.
Oh, he added sushi.
Nah, you're
Seaweed in Russian. I don't know how to say seaweed in
say
Russian.
weed. How do you say weed?
I don't know.
I don't say seed.
Without just one good, like just one mean answer. Without we know he's a modest, nice dude, right?
Yeah,
but really, just a really dude answer. Who is an overrated bum?
Ну скажи нам честно, кто в этом спорте не заслужил быть на уровне, который он получил? Ну и какой-то боец, который просто не такой хороший, но люди думают, да он.
If Rich Ross comes out of his mouth, I'll laugh.
I know he's a nice guy. I know he's a nice guy. Like he's a respectful guy.
Мы знаем, да ты имеешь очень много респекта к людям.
In his words, he's like, just man, I'd like to just show everybody that he stinks.
Если есть какой-то боец, который ты просто бы хотел всем показать, что он просто слабый, он действительно не хороший.
You're tiring him out.
Ну, если человек занимает строчку в рейтинге, то, значит, его же люди и поставили, и выбрали туда. Я не сужу о бойцах, я принимаю все как есть.
Well, I mean, if some guy's in the ratings pretty high, and that means just people put him there. It doesn't mean necessarily that he belongs there, but I don't really judge people. So if some guy's in the ratings and I got to meet with him and to prove that I'm better, then I will. But I'm not here to judge whether or not he deserves to be there.
Ask him if Bas Rutten was at his peak today, would he be one of the baddest motherfuckers out there? Oh,
without cursing, because he's a...
Oh, sorry, baddest person on the planet.
Если Бас Руттен бы сегодняшний день был в пике, он бы был одним из самых хороших бойцов в мире.
Но то, что Бас был чемпионом в UFC, это уже говорит о многом.
Well, the fact that he was a UFC champion already speaks volumes.
That's it?
That's all I need to say.
Okay.
Do you think that in an attempt to make MMA bigger here, like they're pushing certain guys through faster, like Brock Lesnar had 4 fights before he got a shot at the championship. Good, he's a great fighter, but he only had 4 fights. Or Kimbo Slice was made this household name before he had ever proven himself in mixed martial arts. Is that just an attempt to make MMA bigger? How do you feel about that?
Как ты чувствуешь от факта, есть такие бойцы, как Лезнер и Кимбл Слайс, где они не имеют так много боев, но они уже их протолкают очень быстро. И ты думаешь, это потому, что люди хотят спорт ММА как-то вырос быстрее, чем он готов? Или как твое мнение от факта, есть такие бойцы, которые очень после даже 4 боев уже считаются одними из самых хороших?
Есть, конечно, бойцы, которые выделяются своим талантом, выделяются, может быть, своими габаритами кто-то. Есть, конечно, бойцы, которые хотят видеть, и от этого их раскручивают. Они занимают свою ступень, скажем так, гораздо быстрее, чем те, кто начинает пробиваться с самого низа.
Well, I mean, there's fighters that have kind of paid their dues, and with their talent and their pedigree have really kind of gone through the ranks, and there's kind of one category of fighters, and there's another category of fighters that people really want to see, and so as a result, they're marketable, and so they're kind of put on a faster track, and if it's good for the sport, that's fine.
So what do? Do you train? They say 2 or 3 times a day you train. Like how far before a fight do you actually stop? Do you give yourself a day or two before a fight where you do very light training? I mean, because I've read 2 or 3 times a day.
Ты тренируешься где-то 2-3 раза в день. Когда ты остановиться до боя, где-то неделю до боя или день-два до боя, когда ты уже перестал тренироваться 2-3 дня, как ты обычно тренируешься до боя?
Примерно за 10 дней.
Yeah, about 10 days before the fight, I'm basically done with my training. The training's the hardest part.
How come he fights every New Year's?
Чего ты каждый Новый год дерешься?
Потому что приглашают.
Because they asked me to.
That's it?
They invite me to.
All right. Is he bummed out that Pride is gone? I mean, I know it's Dream now, but does he miss Pride?
Ты расстроен, да сейчас уже нету прайда? То я понимаю, да сейчас уже Dream есть, но ты расстроен, да прайда не существует. Как он существовал?
Конечно, прайд занимал свою ступень в мире ММА. И думаю, что он очень много сделал для развития этого спорта.
Yeah, no, it's disappointing because Pride had its place in not only the MMA world but also its history, and it contributed a lot to the growth of MMA, so it's sad to not see it exist.
Because the Japanese fans performing in front of them, they're really respectful. They don't scream out. They, it's a different atmosphere performing in Japan than it is performing in Anaheim, California, with a bunch of savages who just drank a 6-pack in the parking lot.
Потому что это иначе, когда ты был в Прайде, японцы, они очень имеют много респекта, такие хорошие болельщики. Это разница, чем быть в Анахайме, где люди только что выпили много пива и кричат как сумасшедшие.
Okay. I wasn't bad. Yeah.
It wasn't exact. Dude, you really are making us nervous because
one slip and we can all be dead.
It's just, I'm trying to, and you're just saying stuff.
Пожалуйста, переведи нормально, потому что если ты как-то не так правильно что-то скажешь, и он разозлится, так мы боимся.
You really are improv in this thing, and it's...
Since we heard sushi, we knew we were in trouble.
He's an actor.
We're big fans of this. He has a stare like that. You just want to go, and then you want to say to Fedor, with all due respect, and then you want to say to these dudes, all due respect.
Yeah.
Они просто не хотят, я неправильно сказал слово, потому что, знаешь, у тебя такой взгляд, и потом тем более у тебя есть 4 мужика сзади тебя, которые сидят, которые тоже, может быть, разозлиться на меня.
Patrice, he gives them first shot. He gives them first shot before he even touches you.
Who are these guys?
Он им дает раньше тебя побить, чем он будет. Они с тобой разберутся.
Их лучше совсем не сердить, потому что они настолько грозные, что их даже на ринг не выпускают.
Yeah, honestly, you really shouldn't piss those guys off because they're such angry people. They don't even let them into the ring.
Excuse me for a second. Is this your family?
Relatives?
Is that your relatives?
Семья или друзья?
It's like 4 or 5 guys on the couch.
Мой тренер Воронов Владимир Михайлович.
Yes, one of them is my trainer, Vladimir Mikhailovich Voronov.
He looks fun.
Он выглядит очень веселый человек.
He looks like he's waiting to have somebody beat up right now.
Он выглядит, как он ждет, пока кто-то...
Trainer?
Вадим Финкельштейн.
Vadim Finkelstein is my manager.
The
Finkelstein?
Finkelstein?
Of course.
Which one's that? Can I pick which
They
one that
really
is?
do rule the world,
Конечно,
don't
Finkelstein.
Of course.
Lord.
Finkelstein?
they? We all got something in common, all of us.
Shit.
All right, go ahead.
Finkelstein?
Who's the
Два моих
other?
друга. То есть, ну, здесь все мои друзья.
They're all my friends, but and the 2 guys are my friends Slava and Dennis.
Is he a fan of Yakov Smirnov?
Ты знаешь Яков Смирнов?
What other company?
No,
What
the
a
Russians don't know who he is.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
That's really good to know. Does he like comedy? Like, who's his favorite
Тебе нравится
comedian?
комедия? Кто тебе нравится, который выступает по комедии? Actors. Да, актеры или...
Wait, there's no word to say comedy in Russian?
stand-up comedy.
Он сказал, в России вообще нет слова комедия. Есть комедия?
Yeah, of course there is.
But what's his favorite movie?
Какое твое самое любимое кино?
What do you want to
American
date him? What
movie.
kind of question is that?
I just want to know. So when I watch him on TV, I can say it. You know, his favorite movie is
What's some of your fears? Like,
Yeah, one of his favorite movies is Die Hard with Bruce Willis.
all right. See, they
lives in my building.
Now Jimmy will be repeating that to every chick he meets.
Живет в его здании.
I say hi to him, he ignores me.
Он говорит, я с ним здороваюсь, но он со мной не здоровится.
Yeah, that's no part of me.
Who lives in your building?
Tell him I say hi. I'm a
well,
big fan.
tell him it's amazing, dude, because we are big fans, and and not because he's sitting here.
Не потому что ты здесь сидишь.
He's like,
знаем,
you know,
he's the real deal.
It's just like he's the baddest dude walking around,
And
man, for
to
real.
show our respect for you, you can take Sam with you. He's
Ты
yours.
можешь его взять с собой. Мы просто тебя его даем.
We're giving you a slave.
We're giving you an American
Он будет
human
работать
slave.
за тебя, делать все, что ты хочешь.
Do we have to wrap? Okay, we have to. The Fedor
we
has
gotta
to
get
leave
him
to
out
do
of
the
here.
promotion. It's this Saturday night. It's called "It's Affliction: A Day of Reckoning," and we have we'll do the read after.
Yeah, but we got something going on tomorrow, I do believe. What do you got? Like a Tuesday Trump Tower Atrium?
Yeah, we got a
What's
press
that all
conference
about?
tomorrow for the Affliction M1 Global
But it's open
Day
to
of
the
Reckoning
public,
show.
right?
It's open to the public, I believe, and Tito Ortiz is going to be there. Oscar De La Hoya is going to be there. Fedor, of course.
Nice. It's going to start at 10:30 tomorrow at the Trump Tower Atrium.
And he's fighting Andre the Pitbull Arlovsky. That's the headline fight this Saturday. But it's a great card. I mean, there's a lot of great fighters on it. But I would suggest watching the whole thing. You know, you don't want to just tune in at the end. Just watch the whole.
No,
the whole
definitely
card's
watch the
great.
beginning. One of the first undercard fights on HDNet is Baby Fedor. Fedor's protege is a 20-year-old kid.
That's what I was trying to get
Sadalnikov.
to. That's what I was trying to get at. I forgot, but yeah. But
Nice.
Cool. Yeah,
So
the whole
the
card's great.
the next Fedor.
Let's get him out of here. Let's hear it for Fedor, everyone. Got a nice live audience.
Thank you, Ray.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll wrap up next. Opie and Anthony.